Kay, as a teacher or administrator, what is an obstacle you were faced with and how did you overcome it?
As a teacher that was working in the urban community, I was faced more with having to deal with the social emotional side of our students,
Mm,
basically making sure that they have hot and cold water. Did you eat? Because a lot of those different things play a factor. And when I say they do not even teach this in school, social emotional is the top thing before we can even get into education. Because most of our students are worried about where's my next meal coming from?
I agree.
Are the lights on? Last night, I couldn't get any
Mm,
sleep. So I have to take a lot of those things into with my practice because, hey, I can't dive into content if the students are worried about everything at home.
right.
That is like one of the obstacles I would have to say I faced as a teacher. And that's why I'm sitting in this position now. I'm glad that, hey, I can mitigate some of those problems for the teachers that I govern now.
For the audience, I was an inner city kid in Far Rockaway, Queens, New York.
Mm.
And I had a lot of teachers like Kendrick. Now, I'll be honest, back in the 80s, I'm a lot older than you, Kendrick. Back in the 80s, my teachers didn't look like you,
Wow.
maybe like one or two. They would drive in from the suburbs and they would work with us.
Yes.
What I'm hearing
Mhm.
here right now, that love that you
Mhm.
have and that care for their social and emotional well-being is what
Mhm.
I experienced as a kid, which enabled me to learn. Folks out there, I think this goes back to Maslow's hierarchy of
Hierarchy of
needs.
needs. Yes.
If there's certain things that you don't have, if you're not safe, if you're not fed, if you're not warm, if you don't have a roof, then you're not going to be ready to learn.